How often are we in the right place at the right time to witness something unique? Something extraordinary even. A chance encounter, an accident? Barthes describes the photographer's second sight not as seeing, but as being there. He infers that photographs, when set up and staged, are dull, lacking the quality that makes them exciting when the photographer just happens upon the picture. But how often do we really look at something? How often do we really see? I like to go on walks. I enjoy nature. But this kind of nature. You know, the kind where you're on a path, preferably paved, and you can walk along the path, observing the beauty around you. You are part of the nature, but separated from it. I don't like the other kind of nature. You know, the kind where you're camping in the woods for days on end in a tent with bugs and dirt, and I'm sure there will be a bear. I like to look at nature, observe it. Then I return to my nice bed. But this nature is nice. This is a path I've walked before, many times. But how often did I really see what was there? Barthes describes the studium and the punctum in Camera Lucida. We might consider the studium to be, quote, the field of cultural interest, end quote. Here it is the implications of nature to the world around us. But the punctum is what pierces the studium, a specific detail that you cannot see unless you look for it. Here I reference the benches along the path of this walk. Benches that upon closer examination are not just places to sit down. They are benches dedicated to people. Benches with specific, detailed stories on them. When I look at these benches, I cannot help but wonder what the people who inscribed them must have felt, must have imbued the benches with. Are these benches an indication of a wound for the people that dedicated them? Or are they evidence of healing? Perhaps they are both at once, a living, felt contradiction. For Barthes, the punctum creates a beyond for the viewer. We want to see what the photograph does not let us see. We desire the world beyond the photograph. These benches hearken to a world we cannot see, to lives that have been lived and that keep living every time you read the inscription. Barthes refers to a type of death in the photograph, because it references a quote, that has been, end quote. In these benches, I felt what has been. People that though no longer present, still their presence reverberates through time. In our digital age, where photographs can now be saved online, where memories can be documented and set aside, I felt a living memory here, in this physical space, with these benches.